Good evening. We have a few minutes before we start dinner, so I thought I would share a little bit of what I found so far. I'm just going to post a little bit, maybe 15 minutes worth every time that I do videos. Okay, so this one I found, if you look at the link, it says parkinsons.org research support community grants. So the reason I wanted to look at community grants is because it's money that's given to support people with Parkinson's or their caregivers. So that's why I'm looking at this. Um, okay, so community grants, supporting local life changing Parkinson's programs across the United States. Um, the Parkinson's Foundation funds community grants that further the health, wellness, and education of 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 people with Parkinson's disease across the United States. The foundation recognizes the unprecedented need for community related programs and events. In the last 3 years, the foundation has awarded over 5 million in community grants to support programs providing services for people living with and affected by Parkinson's disease. These programs benefit communities in 34 states across the country. I don't know if it's 34 states across the country because not all the states have applied um, for grants. So I don't know. I haven't really, I don't really know why the answer. I'm sorry, I don't know. I really don't know why it's only covering 34 states. I think that's an interesting question. And so, yeah, $5 million in community grants to support, programs for us, the caregivers, and for people with Parkinson's. So I think that's a huge number. Since 2011, the foundation has invested more than 10.4 million to support 787 community-based programs that improve life for people living with Parkinson's disease. And so again, huge numbers there, a lot of money. What types of programs do we fund? Okay, so let me just say this. No, this isn't for um, these aren't funds that are going to go directly in our pocket, but these are funds that pay for programs that do help us. And so I think this is important. I think that, these are important resources for us, whether we need them now or in the future. So that's why I'm doing this because I want to see if anything is funded in my state. So, the foundation funds programs that are impactful, sustainable, scalable, and measurable. Programs may be new and existing grant supported areas and or pilot programs. All funded organizations and institutions must demonstrate a commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So for this year, the 2023 Community Grants Cycle focuses on programs that one, educate and deliver exercise programs specifically designed for people with PD. Two, address the intersection of mental health and PD. And three, reach and support care partners of individual with Parkinson's disease. So it includes the caregivers and it includes the individuals who are diagnosed with Parkinson's. The grants themselves. That's what the money is supposed to be spent on. So these companies that are applying, this is their eligibility requirements, not ours, but theirs. The Community Grants Program is open to communicate nationwide. Eligible organizations must operate on the local level or be an affiliate chapter of a large organization that operates locally. Applications will be limited to the following categories of applicants. So they have to be either a nonprofit and other tax exempt organizations. If the company is a for profit organization, they may be eligible if the program is offered at no cost. So that's kind of important to us because it tells us right there that wherever this money is going, they're there to offer us their program at no charge to us. So that would be free to us. So that's kind of important if you can't afford some of these services. And then the other requirement is if the company is a healthcare facility. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, Parkinson's Foundation community grants do not support. So these grants do not pay for salary costs for individuals employed by their organization, capital expenses such as computer, furniture, building, fixtures, whatever you can think of, pens, paper, exercise equipment. I guess this is for healthcare facilities. They will not pay for the bikes, the treadmills, the weights, the boxing equipment, whatever it is that is used at the healthcare facility. The grants don't pay for this. They don't pay for indirect costs like such as administrative, facility fees, facility rent, utilities, insurance, and or general office expenses. They do not pay for travel or staff or facilitators. It doesn't pay for individual staff membership, accreditations, instructor training programs, and or licensing. So none of their schooling, endowments, and it doesn't pay for individual support. Good to know. So, how to apply? So, I'm assuming because it says application closed, I'm assuming that this is for the year 2023 because that's what we're looking at. So, we go further down and how community grants make an impact. Community based grants help the fund education and outreach programs that address, sorry about my finger, unmet needs in the Parkinson's community. Community grants help people with PD live better lives today. Sorry, my throat is drying up, so I'm going to take a sip here. Okay, let's continue. So, 10.4 million is invested by the Parkinson Foundation to support community-based programs for people living with PD. 787 wellness, exercise, and educational programs funded across the nation, and 55,000 plus people with Parkinson's and care partners reached through grant programs or are reached through grant programs, and that's amazing. I hope I'm doing this with my phone. I hope that you're able to see what I can see clearly. So if you scroll down, there is community grant recipients, and so the recipients are the receiver of the grants, and again, they're to use to provide services for free. I'm not going to go through this, but it does list the last 5 years. And honestly, what I would do is I would, let me just show you 1 year, 2023. So if you, I'm going to scroll to the top, and I'm just going to go quickly and scroll down. I would go through, and it breaks it down by state, which is lovely. So I would go through, let's see, so 2023, Alabama. I'm gonna go back, and then so you know which companies received aid or grants in Alabama. 2022, do you have any? Sure, Alabama. So anybody who resides in Alabama, I would look at all the years and see if which state, which companies have received aid, and I would definitely look at the companies, contact them, and see if they're still offering free services, and ask them what kind of services are you offering. But to be honest, it should state here. Let me see. So Alabama, UAB Arts in Medicine, Creative Arts for the Parkinson's, University of Alabama at Birmingham. Contact. And so if you live in Alabama and you want to know what kind of services the grant is covering, I would contact this person, or even here, uab.edu. Outside the Pillbox is another company, or I don't know how I should call them. Someone who a company who was given a grant. I'm sorry, I'm not used to making videos, so, but I'm trying to provide as much information as I can. And also I'm talking to myself, which is kind of weird. But anyway, so outside the Pillbox in Alabama, integrated interdisciplinary, interdis, you know, okay. Allied Care, Huntsville Hospital Foundation. So this one is located in Huntsville, Alabama. I don't know. I'm really disappointed. I really thought that it was going to state what kind of what kind of support they give, but it doesn't really say. So if I lived in Alabama, what would I do? I would probably look up outside the pillbox. Enter the spelling by I'm gonna just copy that. Copy, and I'm gonna do a search. Paste, and it's also the pillbox, and I forgot to write Alabama. Alabama. Okay, and see what comes up outside the pillbox. So about outside the pillbox, and Dr. Turville, known as Mary, spent her first 16 years in medicine as a board certified conventional pediatrician. So it, you know, I'm not gonna go through all of these, but I don't see anything for talking about. There you go. Alabama Wellness Programs by County. Anyway, I would contact this organization and see what it is that they offer. If you live in Alabama, um, and near this place, which I think we said it was in Huntsville. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get out of here. I wasn't planning on doing that. And fight the fall, fighting back against Parkinson's with Rock Steady Boxing. Very cool. So there's a Rock Steady Boxing, which is phenomenal for if your loved one is mobile. And this is in Gulf Shores, Alabama. So if you live, near Gulf Shores, Alabama, I would contact this person, Chris Wheels, and see if you can get in for free. And actually, shouldn't be an if. You should be getting in for free. Um, the thing is, I don't know how many times a week the grant pays for, so you would have to ask them more details about the grant. Okay? So let's look at Arkansas. I'm just going to do a few more months. Arkansas, Beating Parkinson's Together, Washington Regional Medical Foundation. That's interesting because again, I would contact the person. Beating Parkinson's Together. I don't know what that means to them, but this organization is in Fayetteville, sorry, Arkansas. My cat just passed me by, or is right here. Let's take another look. Arizona. You have the Bonner Neuro Wellness Center, and that's in Arizona, in Phoenix, Arizona. So if you live near the area, I would contact them. And then there's another center in Tucson, Parkinson's Wellness Program, which I'm thinking that's also the boxing. That's what it's called in my community anyway. Parkinson's Wellness Program. So if you want to attend for free, give them a call. California has been given a lot of funding, so hopefully that they're not on the same place. But physical therapy, there is a program called PD Fit, and this place, Paso Robles Physical Therapy, Lake Life Wellness Center. So it's in Paso Robles, California, and Allison Amento, you can contact her and ask her, what it is that they're offering, that it's paid and that is yours for free, really. Let's see, Precision Rehabilitation Parkinson's Wellness Grant, physical therapist. So you got a physical therapist. I would again, email. They don't have phone numbers here. Email them and say, hey, I have Parkinson's, or I'm a caregiver. What is it that you provide to support, the Parkinson's family? Dancing Hearts, Healthy Minds. Ooh, ballroom dancing in Ladera Ranch, California. So yeah, look it up. You live near Ladera Ranch? Well, free fall ballroom dancing for you. In Torrance, California, physical therapy and wellness. Here, Parkinson's promoters and ambassadors. If you live by Garden Grove, California, contact them. Let's see where else. Is that the one? Yep. Dance with Parkinson's. It's in San Francisco. That's awesome. Compassion training for caregivers and creative exercise programming. Adoptive physical education. That sounds wonderful. Redwood City, California. Dance for PD in Oakland, California. It Takes a Village Parkinson's disease educational program for that's in the San Francisco area. Oh wow, and it's Latinx, and African American communities. So that's wonderful. Again, I don't know what it is, and they seem to have something here in La Mesa, California. The Sharp Grossman Hospital group exercise and education class for newly diagnosed people with Parkinson's. So there are some places that you, if you live in California, you can contact. But again, like I said, this is all, it's all out here um, for the year 2023 by um, state. Sorry, it's here by state. So, which is wonderful. Um, I was looking to see if I recognize any. Oh, this is going too fast. But I live in the state of Washington, so for me, I'm gonna look up Washington, and I see that there is nothing, which is fine. Oh, they even have international in Alberta. Oh, wow, Alberta, California. So caregiving and advanced PD, a tailored support group. So the University of Calgary, Alberta, in Canada, they have some programs. So I would contact Veronica Bruno and see. Oh wait, improving access and patient experience of specialized in Parkinson's disease care for people with migration history. And oh wow, that's in Germany for goodness sakes. That's in Warburg, Germany. So look at that. They have programs that are international. I have to remember to post that too. That there are grants that are giving internationally, and people should search. I'm kind of disappointed that there's nothing in my home state, but I'm doing this, and in hopes that I will find something. Also, it would be a great idea if there's a program that you are part of, and that you think might need funding. I mean, every nonprofit definitely needs funding. My husband goes to Parkinson's Wellness Group here in the state of Washington and Snohomish specifically. So I'm going to get in contact with them, and I'm going to suggest that they take advantage of this grant for the year 2024. So this is about informing, but it's also about spreading information and and having it work for you. Um, I'm assuming that I mean, I don't know about where you live, but where I live in the state of Washington in the Pacific Northwest, there are people who can't afford to go to such programs. So I'm hoping that if they receive a grant, that if the Parkinson's Wellness Group receives a grant, that they will offer the people that can't afford to go, that they will offer it to them for free. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody even in a small way. I'm gonna continue to look for grants. Again, they may not be specifically money in your pocket, but they can help you in one way or another. So, God bless and have a wonderful week.